Hi, I'm Dan Ross, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to meditate. I'm going to go over some background on meditation and some reasons why you might want to do it, and I'll cover a couple of myths about meditation, and I'll give you a taste of a couple different meditations so that you can pick and choose which ones might work best for you. So first of all, what is meditation? And meditation in my mind is just becoming more present and aware of what's going on within you and what's going on around you. And a practice of meditation allows you to help build that skill of awareness and really just being present in your body and more present in life. And people often report that they can, have more experience of life and be more joyous, more passionate, whatever. They can really feel things more when they do meditation. And on the other side of the coin, they can also deal with the problems in life better because they can just have some awareness of what's going on within themselves and acceptance of what's going on. And studies have shown that meditation can help reduce levels of stress or anxiety and has all sorts of other benefits to it. So I think more people would meditate if they found a simpler way to do it, and that's really what this video is about, because I think one of the myths of meditation is that it has to be this thing that you have to really put a lot of effort into, or it takes a lot of time, or there's complexities to it. And by the end of this video, you'll realize that there's some really simple ways and really fast ways that you can meditate. In fact, I'm going to give you like some meditations that I do in 3 minutes. So you can obviously do them for longer, but it's just a good place to start. And I like having like simple things for meditation that you can do anywhere and that are brief, because when I tried to start my meditation practice, one of my first teachers said, the only way to meditate, the only proper way to meditate is 5:30 in the morning, 45 minutes, sitting in the lotus position. That's the only way you can do it. And not only is lotus position hard on my body, but 5:30 in the morning is not the optimum time for me to do it. And like most people, I don't have 45 minutes, in the morning. I'm get up and I'm ready to start my day. So meditation is just a practice you can do anywhere, anytime, at least in my mind and the way I teach it. So with meditation, I like to break it down into a couple different kinds. So one is a focusing meditation, where you're focusing on something inside yourself or outside yourself, and that allows you to build the capability and the practice of focus. And the other type of meditation is awareness, which is really being aware of what's going on within you or what's going on outside of you. And again, both of those things help build this level of presence into you. And you can do a meditation using any part of what I call your representational system. So there are meditations that involve seeing, there are meditations that involve hearing, and there's meditations that involve feeling. And I'll give you a taste of a couple of those again before the end of this video. So one of the other myths before we get started about meditation is that in order to meditate properly, you have to clear your mind of all thoughts. And I'm here to tell you that, even the most experienced meditators have thoughts. And so, in fact, there's even meditations you can do on thinking. So we can just kind of let that go, that, that's the only proper way to meditate. And one other thing is just part of a meditation practice is building acceptance. So if thoughts come into your mind, then just let the thoughts go and bring yourself back to your meditation. That's part of what I call acceptance, is you're not making yourself wrong for thinking. Everybody thinks. It's part of being a human being. And when you're trying to focus on something else as part of your meditation, for example, some kind of feeling, if thinking comes, just let it go. So this can help build a better sense of acceptance for a lot of different things that happen in your life when you're not busy meditating. So I would invite you to just cultivate this idea of acceptance as you're meditating, and of course out in the real world. So again, it's not it's to make it so that you're not wrong for having the thoughts. So it's counterproductive. I've seen that ruin a lot of people's meditation practices. So don't worry if thinking happens, because it does, right? And just bring your focus right back to the meditation. So with that said, let's try it. So I'm going to give you a taste of a couple of meditations here, and then I have other videos where I go into each of these and others in more detail. So if you want more information on those and want to learn a little more depth about that, then look for those other videos. But for now, we're going to start with a feeling meditation. And the first one is, if you're sitting, which you probably are, which is just to put your awareness on the feeling of your butt against your seat. And this is more of a focusing meditation. And you can go ahead and close your eyes and just feel what it feels like to have your butt sitting against the seat. And I'll just have you do that. And again, if thinking comes, just let the thinking go away. Just allow it. You don't have to force it. Just as soon as you find yourself thinking, just put your attention back in your butt and just feel the feeling of your butt against the seat and the seat against your butt. Okay, open your eyes for a second. I'm going to check in. So how was that? So again, this is just focusing, and the beauty of this is you can do this just about anywhere, right? So if you can even do it while you're sitting in a meeting at work, or just sitting at home doing whatever. And it allows you to become more present because you're putting your attention of your feeling back in your body. And if you're like me, I run this business and I help clients, and so it involves a lot of thinking. And it's really good to be able to come back into my body and feel my body, and that allows the thoughts to dissipate, because when you're focusing on your body, you're not necessarily focusing on the thoughts. So there's a variation on this one, which is when you're standing, you can just feel your feet on the ground. So since I'm standing, that's what I'm going to do right now. And I actually like to do this one, like if I'm standing in line at the grocery store or standing in line at the bank, I can take a couple minutes and just meditate by feeling my feet. And if I've just sat down in a restaurant and I'm waiting for the menu, I can feel my butt in the seat. So that's the beauty of these. Again, you can just do it for a couple minutes whenever, wherever you are. And so it's either feel your butt or feel your feet. And I'm going to go on and give you a taste of the next one. So this is a more visual meditation. So if you notice beside me here, there's some water on both sides. And I guess on this side, it looks like it's a little more sort of sparkly. And if you actually just allow your focus to go to those sparkles, I'm actually going to step out of the way a little bit here. And without having any thoughts about or judgments about it, meaning, oh, it's beautiful or it's not beautiful or it's dark or it's windy or whatever, just notice what the sparkles look like to your eyes and what the lake looks like. And just put your attention there and sort of allow yourself to see it without having any thoughts about it. Just keep your focus there. So obviously your eyes are open during this one. And again, sometimes when people do this, they report that their focus starts to open up. So if you've been like sort of eagle-eyed into it, just imagine seeing the whole scene. And just allow those waves and the sparkles to just kind of come at you. And again, you're sort of meditating on this visual scene. Okay? So there's plenty of other visual meditations we can do. There's ones we can do with sound, which we won't get into here. And I'm going to give you another feeling meditation. So, and this one is sort of a combination with the breathing meditation. I teach a lot of breathing meditations that can be very useful for stress reduction. So for this one, I want you to close your eyes and put your hand on your belly. I'm going to do the same. And when you breathe in, your belly goes out and your hand goes out. And when you breathe out, your hand goes in and your belly goes in. And just notice that motion as you breathe in and out. And by the way, if you tend to breathe more in your chest, which people tend to do when they're stressed, this will help you build more of a belly breathing practice. So just feel your hand moving in and out, and then feel the muscles in the skin behind your hand, and feel what that really feels like when you're breathing in and out. And we're just going to take a second here with your eyes closed and just feel your belly moving in and out, and that's all you have to do. And if thoughts come, just let them go. Bring your attention right back to your breathing. That's right. Okay, so you can open your eyes. So this is just a taste. Again, I have other videos where there's more depth of this. And one thought that I'll leave you with is make meditation a practice. And by a practice, I mean just make it a habit. And the beauty of these simple things that I'm teaching is that you don't have to find like 30 minutes. You can just sit down and, do it, throw your butt in your seat for a few minutes, while you're waiting for something, or again, while you're waiting in line somewhere, standing. You can even do some of them, when you're stopped at a traffic light. Obviously pay attention to what's going on around you, but often I'll just feel my butt in my seat again. As soon as the light turns red and I've come to a stop, I can feel my butt in my seat, pay a little attention to the light for when it turns green, and then put my focus back on my driving. So for me, that helps just keep my stress level down while I'm driving. So make it a habit, which is, whenever you are somewhere and you have either a break between activities or you have a couple minutes to kill, right? Instead of pulling out your phone and checking email or texting or something, you can do some of these really simple meditations so that we don't have to take 45 minutes out of your day to sit down and just be silent. You can actually do these things. So I'd highly encourage you to do that. Again, look for more videos on these in more detail. And I help people reduce their levels of stress, anxiety, and help them resolve all sorts of other issues using hypnosis and a bunch of other tools. And to find out more, go ahead and contact me. And I offer a consultation to make sure that we're a fit to work together and that I can help you.